All right, we're back again. This is Patrick, and I'm still playing Kerbal Space Program. And now I think I'm going to try to get to one of the other planets. I've never actually made it to another planet before, and I don't know, I'd like to try it. I'm going to stick with our small, lightweight command pod and get a parachute on there. Got a bunch more options now. Um, these cute little landing struts. We won't be using those, though. We're still going to bring along our Science Junior and our comms antenna. And now we have the addition of a thermometer, which is very exciting. Oh, I'm going to want to put a ladder on this, so I'm going to move this a little bit. Doesn't weigh very much, does it? It weighs hardly anything at all. Shouldn't be a big deal with the SAS. So we have a thermometer and an antenna. And let's see. This time I am going to bring an auxiliary battery pack, and we'll put some photovoltaic panels on here. Oh, but not there, because I have to remember I'm going to put stairs on. Okay, hopefully our little guy can climb up on those things. Maybe I'll put the battery pack on this side. Maybe like over here. And we'll put solar panels on either side. Alright, that should be okay. What else do we have here? We are going to need landing struts. Now, what I'm going to add on to this is this adapter here, and one of our new larger fuel tanks. Let's see. This is it here, 720. We got some new little fuel tanks too. So I'm going to put on 2 of these, I think. And then one of our new 220 thrust rockets. Ooh, I hope we have decouplers for this. That's just a little decoupler. Do we have larger decouplers? Yes, we do. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So this is going to be our new little lander module. And an utility. Put on, how about 8? Put on 8 of these landing struts. This thing is going to be significantly heavier. Put it down close to the bottom here. Hopefully that will work. I wonder if I can slide him any farther down. And it looks like that's about as low as we can get it. I'm curious to know if that will actually stand, so let's try launching this right now. If we deploy the landing gear. Actually, a better way to check. We'll add these structural support elements. Just put a couple on here. And it looks like no. It's going to land right on the rocket. So I'll have to make sure I'm going slow enough that that's not a problem. But these legs will stabilize it, prevent it from tipping over. That should be alright. Okay, so here we have our little landing pod, and probably should put some of these radial mount engines on there too. Maybe 4 of them. I hope that doesn't damage the landing struts. Can we put them like right in between? it's kind of risky putting it on without the snap guide, but that looks pretty good to me. Let's just test this out. Yeah, we're not getting any weird twisting or spinning or anything like that. Let's see what happens if I turn off the SAS. You start leading a little bit, but I think that has more to do with the way the weight is distributed than anything else. But I plan on always having SAS fuel anyway. Or electricity, I should say. Huh. I wonder if I can actually get out of the atmosphere like this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Already got our apoapsis up to 15 kilometers. Okay, so we know that that is more or less sound in principle. We just have to make sure we land on a smaller, smaller planet than Kerbal. Okay. Now back to our decouplers. And now we'll try to make a big, heavy lifting rocket. I don't know how realistic this is, but with the pieces we have available. Though this 220 is okay. So now I kind of feel like I'm back where I was in the tier 0, where I've got a larger group of things, and now I'm back to stacking small fuel tanks on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's stick with 5. Put a poodle down here. Now this 220 thrust, I don't think it will be enough to lift all of this. Oh wow, the positioning of those does look really weird. Yeah, should be alright. Okay, now for our decouplers. And we've got fancy new decouplers now, which is great. Turn our snap guides back on. And let's stick with 6. Center of mass is right around here. Actually, we won't. No, we don't want to put it at the center of mass because, or do we? I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I think I forgot that it's not a good idea. I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of this section. Okay, so we are gonna build up a layer of these things here. This always gives me a hard time. There we go. It's gonna be really hard to draw those external fuel ducts. Okay, we've got a bunch of poodles. Do I have the right nose cones? No. No nose cones. And this little jet part, it doesn't quite go there. So, so much for aerodynamics. Oh, but there is something I can do. I can put these adapters on. And then the nose cones. There we go. That's kind of aerodynamic. So first, we've got this 6 and this 1. And we're gonna have to set up our fuel lots next. Let's just get rid of the stage for now. Alright, so I kind of showed off what the fuel ducts looked like, and now you can watch me actually put them on. What's this? RCS fuel tank. I should go back and put an RCS fuel tank on. So first you have to put it to single symmetry mode. That's really important. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And wait, let's zoom back out again. Where are we going to start? I always like to start right with, in line with the hatch. Okay, so we're going to start with this one right here. And from here to here. There to there. These two. And then back into the middle. And then back to this one from here to here. And from here to here. Oh wait, did I mess that up? There's the hatch. I did mess this up. Okay, starting back from the hatch. This one to this one. This one to this one. And then this one into the middle. And then this one to this one, this one to this one, and then this one back in the middle. Okay. Alright. That was embarrassing, but we got it done. And now we'll have to sort all of these decouplers. This is the most annoying part. Okay, so I'm starting with this one. Right here should be the first one. This next one should go in the second group. And the third one is already in the third group where it should be. And then this one should be in the first group. And this one should be in the second group. And these two are in the third group. Okay, so next we'll put on some solid rocket boosters. We'll keep using these hydraulic detachments. I like these. And these I think we want to be also roughly in the center. Those on right? Let's take a quick look. Yep, that looks about right. Alright, that looks pretty good. Just slap some nose cones on there. So yeah, I think we're about ready to see if this thing flies. See if there's anything else. Oh yeah, RCS thrusters. I should put some RCS on here. I got some monopropellant tanks. I guess we'll put like 4 thrusters good spot would be. We'll put like 4, like right around here, and then we'll put another 4. No, that's. I don't think it's a good idea to put them on an incline. Yeah, we'll just stick to those 4 right there. Maybe like another 4 like this. Look at this. Is this a larger? These inline reaction wheels, 20 and 20. What's the difference between them? I think these are meant to be used on the planes. Anyway, with the vectoring thrust, we shouldn't need too strong of a reaction wheel. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got a little bit of a problem here, which is that I only have the SRBs running. Okay, we can fix that. We're just going to put these in here. Okay, that should do it. Oh, that's not much better. You can see we're at full thrust right now, and we are not going anywhere. Alright, so next I'm going to add twice as many SRBs. Alright, so how we're going to do this is on each of these sides, we're going to put 1 SRB. Okay, let's see where we get with this. We've got all of... Okay, good. It grouped the decouplers intelligently. And the thrusters. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, we are not off to a very good start here. This is pretty ridiculous. As far as rocket launches go. I'm kind of like curious to see what happens though. You can see there's too much torsion on the hydraulic decouplers. I'm barely using any liquid fuel at all, and we can see I have set the fuel lines wrong still because they're not going down at the right rate. There goes everything. Okay. So I think the problem there was that that's way too many chemical fuel tanks for this kind of rocket. So why don't we just nix everything from here down. And we're going to have to take a little bit of a different approach to this. What we're going to do is keep doing these fuel tanks. Maybe like that many of them, or maybe not that many. What did I do? Okay, starting with this, we'll get the decouplers again. And then why don't we just do like 2 of these fuel tanks, 1 of these poodles. Or, you know what we could do in that same span? The stack tri-coupler? No. Let's get 4 this time. And we'll get 4... Actually, we're going to attach it like halfway in between. No. I have an idea. Let's do 3. We're just going to do 4 of those, and without full with like less fuel. We can still do... I wonder if that'll even lift. Alright, so we have a thrust-to-weight ratio of less than 1 there, which is not good. Get rid of that. And we'll get rid of all of... No, not these. There we go. Barely getting any lift from that. Okay, so it's starting to look like these larger form factor fuel tanks are not really helpful. So why don't we just do away with that? We're going to stick to our, what is this, however many meters this is. These are the smaller profile. So we're going to get some fuel back on here. Where is that? This one. Get one of these and this engine again, which has been very reliable. Okay, so we got that science stuff, and let's get 4 mystery goo units, containment units. I think the mistake I made when I went to Minmus is I really should have had at least 3 to do high orbit, low orbit, and on the surface. So I'll just bring 4 and keep it nice and symmetrical. Okay, so anyway, next, instead of going to the larger form factor, let's add another decoupler here. So this again will be our landing stage. And now let's see what we can do with this tri-coupler. That's kind of interesting. I think, can we fit, out of curiosity, can we put 3 of these on there? We can. Even more left. Excellent. So we'll add some fuel on there. I think maybe 2 of these. And then on this stage, I bet, I don't have the plugin to see the thrust-to-weight ratio, but based on the last ones, I think I'm going to need... Well, let's do 3 of these. No, once I use that tri-coupler, I'm pretty stuck. I can't add anything on more to the stack. Why don't we do one more thing of this fuel? Then the tri-coupler. And 3 of these. that will be that stage. But now I can't really add anything else down here. So this is going to be... Okay, so what I think I need to do... add another one of these. And one of the heavier non-vectoring thrusters. Okay. So that'll be another stage there. Now this stage will have the 3. And then with these new decouplers that stand out a ways, I wonder if I can get away with putting some more on. I'm going to do 3-way coupler to match that. I think that'll actually work. Wow, just barely. I wonder if I can get engines on there. Nope, but I bet if I raised them up a little bit, that would work. I wonder if I could get 3 more 3-way couplers on there. Hopefully that doesn't make the whole thing burn up. If I recall correctly, these are really flimsy when it comes to having like SRBs and other stuff attached to them. But let's see what happens here. Okay, not enough thrust still. This 3-way thing isn't... Oh yeah, it is lined up right. But these aren't lined up right. Oh, now it's letting me put it down there. Okay, we'll move this up a little higher again. There we go. But it looks like one of them won't be able to be used unless I raise it further up again. Huh, interesting. Using a different, okay. Oop. There we go, just had to rotate it the right way. Now I wonder how far down I can put this again. Get it lined up with the hatch first. Yeah, right there in the middle. Yeah, that could be a problem. Hey, there we go. That looks pretty good. Let's see what that does. Alright, nice and stable. So that does look pretty viable. There's a little bit of wobbling, but I can always add structural supports to that later. But I wonder... I guess it would make sense to just do one stage. Or, you know, there's not really not enough room for asparagus staging, although I wonder if I could get away with more than 3 of these. Yeah, it looks like I can do 4. Can I do 6? Looks like I can even do 6. Looks like a lot of those engines are right on top of each other, though. I don't think that was intended. Looks like we've got some overlap here, too. I'm just curious to see what happens. Well, that's kind of neat. And now, well, we set up our fuel lines, and we'll add some support struts and stuff too. Alright, there's everything we need for the asparagus staging. Now to prevent some of the wobble, I'm going to add, with 6-fold symmetry, some struts. Okay, with any luck, that will help some of the wobbliness without causing it to fall apart. We shall see. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah. I think I'm missing a decoupler here. This is that engine. Okay, this decoupler comes out here. these other three? Yeah, these three are supposed to come on down here with all the other ones. Okay, there we go. And then we've got this decoupler and this engine, and then this engine and this decoupler. Okay. I think we got it. Let's test what we have so far, and then we'll add SRBs. Okay, a little too heavy there. So we'll add some structural supports, but first let's add those SRBs. Okay, so spamming the launch key, I was able to get it to go up, but ooh, this is really kind of wobbling around a lot. Yeah, I'll have to do something about this. Of course, I have to throttle down the liquid fuel because I want it to run out at the same time as the SRBs. So this is not quite going the way I'd planned. That was a pretty impressive explosion. I think maybe all of those chemical rockets being close to each other is not good. Yeah, I think when these things that are colliding, I think when I tried to separate them, it made them all explode, which is unfortunate. But let me just try this one more time with structural supports. Trying to get the liquid and solid fuel to cut out around the same time. Yeah, looks like there's no way to do that without blowing the whole thing up. So it's back to the drawing board, but I think that's enough for now, and I'll check back at another time.